Welcome back to the Guy Dawson Show at the World Center of Broadcast Media, WCOBM.com. Raquel, I don't even know what to do when I don't transition with BAM!
Oh my God, we just had cotton candy in the house.
Oh, that was
insane. I set up a
segment.
Facebook Live, say hi, Ray. We've noticed that we've changed out. You don't have a pink sequence bra.
No, he called me Santa Claus, and I told him you can't tell him all that.
Ennis is
But
back.
I heard that you're going to help us
Shots.
get healthy.
Well, of course. I
That
helped
is
him get
awesome.
healthy, and helped his mom get healthy. So.
That's phenomenal.
And the illustrious Quan, too, is one
Yeah,
here.
Quan's using my
Customers.
product. Yeah.
Dee has been a regular guest on this show. As a matter of fact, he was the first ever guest on the Guy Dawson
The
Show.
first ever?
Ever guest.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, we did a promo in late 2014, and he's been coming on ever since, sharing his wonderful product, Life Shots.
Yep. Glad to be here again.
Yeah.
Good to see you guys.
And you're out there keeping people healthy, and how are things going?
Well, you know, our company's been in business since 1985, and we've helped people with their oral health, and nutritional health has been our big key in the last 10 years. And now we just introduced another product. We have a product that is phenomenal, the meal replacement shake, but we've added probiotics. You understand probiotics?
I've been hearing a lot about probiotics.
Yes, it's very
lately.
important. A lot of diseases come from stuff not being properly digested.
Oh, yeah,
But you should explain
60% of
more,
all
yes.
your cells are in your colon. I mean, of your total body, you got 60 to 90 trillion cells. 60% are in your colon, and your stomach, and all the bowel system. So probiotics, if you take an antibiotic, you've just killed all your good biotics. So what Life Shots does with our shake is we replace that with 1 billion CFUs. You know what 1 billion CFUs is, don't you? Don't.
No, I have no idea what
billion,
1 billion
that's big.
CFUs are.
Colony forming units, and what that means is it replaces the good bacteria, so you don't get things like candida, irritable bowel syndrome. It helps the people with Crohn's disease. If you keep the biology of your colon working with probiotics, then your body will heal itself. That's all we do. We just give you the tools to heal yourself.
Well, you know, I know that
you
there are
got
some
a
people.
question.
There are some people that they do the kombucha, the drink. So you know,
Right.
so this is similar to that, and they do, you know. So if you're doing that, you're looking for this. I also heard, and I'm a big fan of kimchi. I'm like part-time Korean, I guess.
Do you eat kimchi?
I love kimchi. If you can find
Kimchi
me.
is very good
It's very
for
good,
you.
and I heard it
It's
has
it's
good
probiotics,
probiotic.
right?
Yes. So, but people don't understand. Like I had a close friend of mine, and he was always dealing with stomach issues, and we went to the doctor, and they had said that a lot of the diseases you mentioned, Crohn's and stuff, comes from us not digesting our food properly, and that also comes from whatever you were saying gets cleared out.
Well, you got the good bacteria, you got the bad bacteria, and the bad bacteria, you want to have at least an 80 to 20% ratio there. There's always going to be bad bacteria, but your immune system should be able to take care of that. But when the bad bacteria becomes dominant, and then your immune system gets compromised, and even our Life Shots is going to have a hard time dealing with it.
Yeah, I love it with the meal replacement. I haven't had the probiotic one, but I did have the other one that you used to have. And the best thing that I like to do was to take a Life Shot, and put it in the meal replacement. It makes you feel like
Is that what I see you drinking sometimes in the morning? That's the Life Shots? Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
you just mix it with one of these
Insane.
bottles of water, one stick of it, and you're good to go. That's what you've experienced. So the thing about when you were talking about other products out there, there's a lot of competition. Even yogurt has probiotics.
Yes.
What you have to do is get past the acid barrier in the stomach, get to the digestive system. And a typical yogurt, only 1% of the probiotics actually get assimilated. Our product is actually certified that 78 to 80% of our product will get into your system and do the job through that barrier. And so it's essential that, I mean, this morning, before I went to the BCN meeting, Guy and I go to a network meeting, and I had my shake with the probiotics, mixed my Life Shots in there, and just for extra protein, I had some about 5 ounces of unsalted nuts, like you get at Costco.
Yeah.
I haven't had anything to eat all day other than that, and I'm not hungry.
Yeah, they say that too. They say that it affects your energy levels, and what happens is all that food and stuff. That's why people talk about doing the cleanse, but if you're doing the probiotics, you probably don't need to cleanse.
Yeah, everybody's got their gimmick, but we're not trying to make you go through a regimen of this, and this. Life shots you just mix in here, and you can drink it all day. You can,
awesome.
And you have energy all day. You have mental clarity.
Without caffeine.
No caffeine.
See,
no caffeine.
people think that it's all about Starbucks.
No jitteriness.
Mm-hmm.
No crashing, and you can sleep like a baby, because we actually have people with sleep apnea issues.
I don't sleep. Actually, I do sleep like a baby. I'm up every 2 hours, tossing
Yeah,
and turning.
I
I don't cry though.
You got your melatonin and your serotonin has to be.
Yeah, I noticed that right away. I've been taking life shots on and off for several years, and one of the things I learned early on is that the nights when I didn't get a lot of sleep, I would still be able to function. Because when you are taking life shots, the small amount of sleep that you get into a really, really deep
Good
sleep.
deep sleep.
That's awesome.
So
It's true.
we just, like I said, I'm very proud that we just introduced the probiotic part to our shake. And it's only less than $3.50 a meal for a complete meal. I mean, there's kale, there's cabbage, there's watercress, there's spinach, all of these superfruits in it,
Mm-hmm.
and then the protein. You know, you hear a lot of protein drinks, and most of them, 90%, 95% of them use whey protein, which is a milk derivative, or a lot of people are allergic to that. Whey is hard to digest.
So what's the difference? Because I when you're going into like a nutrition store, you'll see whey, or versus soy.
Yeah.
So there's
both of those can have allergens.
Mm-hmm.
They're not something everybody can take. But what we use, and nobody else does on the scale we do, is we use pea protein. Natural yellow peas from Canada and the United States. And 20 grams of pea protein is like a slow digesting, building your amino acids into your body for muscle development and for weight loss. Because if you keep your body healthy with nutrition, then your brain is told, hey, we're happy down here, the cells are happy, we don't need any more food. But when you don't get proper nutrition, the cells tell the brain, tell this fool to eat some more, empty calories.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
And that's why they say when
And
you have a big belly that you are actually suffering from malnutrition.
No, that is very true. And I also read that, like, when you're the type of food, the bad foods, right? The sugars and all those other things that we shouldn't be eating, that they cause you to crave more sugar. So you're always hungry. So that's why, like, when you cut yourself off of that, if you've ever done a cleanse, you'll have like a massive headache because it's your body clearing out from all those toxins.
You're right.
And you're irritable and cranky.
Sugar, they say, is actually more addictive than cocaine and heroin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you're 100% right on that too, because my sister, she had a drug problem, and when she went into rehab, and she asked me to bring her some gum, and I got there and they gave us a whole thing, and she was supposed to tell me to bring her sugar-free gum, but they said that sugar actually has the same effect as an actual drug. And I had said to her, well, why didn't you just tell me to bring you sugar-free gum? She was like, I wanted the sugar. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, well, alcohol is sugar, so she was going to get her alcohol. Yeah.
Well, her problem
That's a
wasn't
part of
alcohol.
the-
Hers
right.
was a little bit more severe than alcohol. But at that point where she was cut off from everything, she was just like, just give me some gum. She's like, you have it? And I was like, girl, I'm not giving it to you. You're here to
We've been
make a
speaking with
change.
D. Ennis. He is Mr. Life Shots, and Raquel B. Sharper now is in the
Yes.
studio, replacing the illustrious Kwan, who's having trouble with her kitties.
Oh, man.
But anyway, we're going to go to commercial, and we'll be back in a few minutes.